What's up, Sag and Sag Rising? Sondra from For Your Chi. This is your July of 2024 forecast. Welcome to July. Well, let's see what July. You've had better months, okay, but it could be a lot worse. There are some things to look out for, so let's get into that. Same story, first 6 houses on YouTube. The remainder of the reading will be on Patreon, link below. Tier 2 is what you want for that. Your first house, Triumph. You are the Knight of Swords in the first couple of days of July. There may be something that may need your swift attention and action too. So pay attention to that. Do not delay. The outcome of this is unlikely to go in the path that you think it's going to go. Now, I've listened to the Leo King forecast. He says this a lot lately, where you think it's one way, it's actually another. So, be detached to this outcome, whatever the case may be, whatever the scenario is, the first couple of days of July, okay? Your second house. Now, I feel like the Sages are split. Some Sages are saying yes to something when actually they should hold off for something better. Now, if this is a job opportunity and you absolutely have to take it, then you have to do what you have to do, right? But the words that I heard for some of you when I saw this combination, it was something like a lowball offer. Somebody may make you a lowball offer. Now, this could be, maybe you have an item for sale on the marketplace. And, they're trying to nickel and dime you. Watch out for that. There's a better buyer here who wants to pay full price or close to full price. This is a job opportunity. There could be an offer that's coming in, like I said, the lowball offer. If you are in a position to negotiate whatsoever, I would do it with this something better card. Now, if you have to take it, then you have to do what you have to do. Maybe you have to take it temporarily, but you've got one eye wandering, putting your resume out there for something else better. Okay? There is also a bit of an element of a Sagittarius making a wish on a falling star or something like that. If that sounds like something that you would do, I would totally get on board with that in July, if I were you. Your third house. Your brother or sister, there could be news in the family of a child coming into your family, your brother or sister conceiving. They could be having a grandchild, or their grandchild could be conceived. So you could be an aunt or an uncle coming up soon. The other thing is your brother or sister may be planting something, sowing and reaping. They may be sowing something that they will reap a harvest for later. Look at this. Abundance coming in. If they are starting up a new business, they got a new business plan or they've invented something, I would totally go for it if I were them. Your fourth house, where you currently live. Wow, you're doing a lot of work, but you're not receiving a lot of effort, okay? Or not receiving a lot of reward for your effort. Ask your angels for some help with this. Sagittarians could be working too hard at home, especially if you work from home. You also may need to delegate more tasks, either at work, around work, or, around the house. Your fifth house, your house of social life, social circle, fun, friends. This is your dating life for those of you single Sages. Truth, a decision must be made at this time, and they're telling you to take action. This is usually something that has been swept under the rug for so many days, so many moons, so many months, perhaps years, perhaps decades. Maybe you've been ignoring a friend who seems to drain you of your energy, is somewhat of an energy vampire or something like that. For those of you who are in dating relationships where it just hasn't been working and you've just been kind of going through the motions, this is your sign, okay? This is your green light to make a change here. So you could be, booting a friend out of your inner circle. You could be booting someone that you're dating. You could be having a conversation with that friend that you've been needing to have, or reaching out to someone, a friend that you have, that's been on your mind, that you just have, you just keep thinking about this person and you just haven't done it. You just haven't reached out. All right, but they are telling you to take action. All right, this is interesting here. Your work and health life. You're tired of the way things are going and you're ready for a change. Now, for some Sages, this is about your work for sure. For other Sagittarians, this could be about changing a health routine. And I know several Sagittarians who, dare I say it, are overweight right now. And several of them have commented to me that they need to get on the diet and exercise train, or back on it. You do have improving health, especially if you are making positive changes in that arena. I went to the Archangel Michael card deck just to see, or Archangel Raphael, just to see what we would pull. And how about that? Detoxification. So this is also for those of you who are, eating cleaner, not drinking as much, laying off the harsh substances, things of that nature. All of those things are being, I don't want to say pushed upon you this month, but you already know you need to do something like this. One or all of these things. Leave a stressful situation behind. Now, if you're one of those Sages that are like, no, Sondra, I'm super fit and I exercise all the time and my diet is great and I drink but not a lot, then this and this and this and this could be talking about your work life, because some of you are in very stressful work environments, and that's what it's talking about by leaving the stress behind and detoxing yourself from those toxic people and that toxic, stressful environment. If you are planning to leave a job, have a very solid exit strategy. And I would do it sooner rather than later, because we are already in the last half of this year. The later that this year goes on, the more crazy retrograde planets we have, and nothing is guaranteed with a new job at that time. So, I would not quit the job unless you have a solid backup plan to fall back on. Okay. Now, we're taking a look at your Morgan Greer Tarot cards to see who's around you in your 7th house of primary relationships before we go to the extended reading. All of these 3 cards, surprise, surprise, mean a Scorpio, but this could also be Cancer, Pisces too. You've got all water signs. How about that? If you want to follow me in the extended, the link is below. It's on Patreon. Tier 2 is what you want. We're going to be going over your 7th house of primary relationships, including romance angel cards, your 8th house of intimacy, taxes, contracts, legal matters, the source of your significant other's income, if that applies to you, your 9th house of career and travel, your 10th house, Travel and school, your 10th house of career, your mother, your 11th house of your child or your best friend, and the 12th house, what's about to happen 3 months from now in October. Many blessings to you, Sag. Take care.